Okay, so this is as much as I know about it. My cousin had two of these that he used to use as a DJ, and it's a professional turntable, and he had a pair of them. So ever since he stopped using them for his sets, he's just been using one for his own turntable. But he warned me about the cartridge, saying that it wasn't actually meant to be like quote audiophile grade, and it was actually meant to be for professional DJs. I actually had no idea that turntables were this complicated. I had no idea all about any of this stuff right here. This is so much more than I ever bargained for. And I thought that it was a lot more just, stick in a disc, put this thing there, and it plays music. So I actually can't even get this thing to play. I had to get a buddy to come over and get a Phono RIAA preamp thing, and we got it going. And I could actually upload a audio sample from there, but as of now, I don't even have anything that could play music from it. So I'm kind of having second thoughts on what I want to do as far as whether or not I want to get into vinyl. But I actually feel like this turntable is way beyond what I could use since I'm not a professional DJ, and it has way more customizability, and it seems like it's meant for someone who is like very very skilled and knows what they're doing. And chances are I'm messing this up and I'm screwing up my records, as I've been warned. So I probably shouldn't play this one vinyl that I have too much. But as you can see, as you can hear, all the features on it work. I hope you can make that out. Here, I'm moving into a song that's less repetitive. Yeah, so I don't know anything about. The last turntable I had was a Sony automatic turntable. I sold that because I thought it was a bit lower quality and I wanted something that was a little bit higher end. Even though it did work very, very well. It had a everything was automatic about it. You just push play and everything just worked pretty much like a CD player, and it was pretty cool. But the audio quality wasn't as good as I expected. But from when my friend did bring the phono amp over, this thing sounded amazing. I mean, I actually had never heard. I mean, I've heard people talk about vinyl and how it just sounds different, and I have a voice. Actually have a recording of it, and there's like this certain like depth, the soundstage depth, where it's almost like you could hear a foreground and a background that just goes on to infinity that you don't really get with CDs. And it's really, really interesting. Like the vocalist is just so clear and so present in the room, while you could definitely hear the where the drummer is, like to his right, about 4 feet behind him, and then you could hear like the guitarist to his left, etc. And it's just very, very different than any other music medium that I've ever experienced. The only problem is that this is just way above my expertise, but it does come with everything that you would need. It's complete. Everything works fine, is what I know. It has all the features they would need, and yeah, like you mentioned, it was actually used as a professional. He actually still has one of them. It's used as a professional turntable for DJs, and apparently, this right here is the something. It's heard it's actually rare, but it's meant to be used for DJs and not necessarily for just playback. And I think I've heard this is actually worth a lot of money on its own, but I don't really know much about that. So if you're purchasing it to be a DJ, then I guess that would be what you'd want, because it's supposed to be really good for scratching or just anything like that. But if you're listening to music, I heard that's not supposed to be as good for vinyls, because you're gonna it might be a little bit too rough on the vinyl. But then again, I'm guessing that's what all this like fanciness of ear is for, so you can counterbalance that. And I literally have no idea how to handle any of this stuff at all. So, besides that, it has like the mat. The mat has a design on it, which I actually don't really like that much. It's kind of tacky. That's what it looks like. So I just put it the other way around. It's this steel, and it's direct drive driven, whatever that means. It's supposed to be a pretty good one. I hear it. It's a Technics Quartz direct drive turntable SL 1200 MK2. Apparently, it's like an icon in the industry. So it has adjustable feet, as you can see. You can actually rotate each of these feet, and it's that way you get the turntable to be exactly level. Comes with a lid. Lid has a bubble so that it doesn't crash into the tone arm. There's no cracks or anything like that. This is just a little bit of grunge. But yeah, everything looks really good. I mean, as far as I can see. There's a label on the back, code. So yeah, I'm putting this up for sale because I honestly think it's a bit more than I could ever use. And I'd want something a bit more simple that I could just play and without having to do too much work on and get too OCD about it. It has the adapter and everything, so yeah, the little light thingy that you use apparently, and I guess that right there is what you use to help you mix between two different vinyls, different beats, beat syncing, stuff like that for scratching. Yeah, so that's the overall tour of it. Wish I could tell you more about what it was, because actually, honestly, this is all new to me. I know a lot about a lot of other music gear, but I never really got into vinyl because it was a little bit too intimidating for me. Now I'm even more intimidated by it. So, yeah. So, thanks for listening.